Welcome back, Winklings, to our Zatsudan for Touhou. It's been a very long time since we've done this, A very, very long time. Give me a second. I am making sure everything is all set up and ready to go. So I decided to do this now since I've done a lot more Touhou games recently. I haven't done them all, but, you know, it is what it is, so this is using a new list. I have to, fix it back up to what was in the original video, which is very, very old, by the way. I didn't take a look to see how old, but this is based on the difficulty of the bosses that I have fought in the series. I do believe the difficulty still stand. Now, originally, it didn't even have Kyoko. So we're gonna smack Kyoko on here, see what's what. Stage 2. Honestly, in terms of stage 2, she wasn't really that hard of a stage 2 boss. I mean, she had a neat gimmick, but like, I feel like she was easier than Mystia. Honestly, she might be the easiest of the, stage 2 bosses there. So, this goes all the way up to, I have it right here. Hidden Star 4 Seasons. So, I have this up just so I know who, I need to look at. So, we're gonna be going to Wily Beast and, Weakest Creature. So that is Aika, which is this one. So, I'm gonna be real. I don't remember Aika, like, at all. Like, she was there. I don't remember her being any, like, there was nothing that stood out about her. I feel like literally any other stage 1 boss is a bit more memorable. Like, Rumia, I think, would be harder than her. Maybe. Even though Rumi is not that hard, but like, I don't remember you, like, at all. You're kind of forgotten here. So, that's Aika. So, Urumi. That is you. So, Urumi is the cow lady. Do I remember anything about Urumi? You know what? You know what we're gonna do? Let's take a look over here. Do I remember anything about you? You had zigzags. Like, that wasn't really a difficult non-spell to deal with. This was, what, just giant bubbles that get bigger? I don't remember that being difficult. Like, I don't remember anything about Ume being difficult at all. Yeah, nothing here is, like, standing out on me, at me, like, if I recall, like, in terms of stage 2 boss, I think she's actually easier than, Cherno. Like, Cherno has some stuff that's harder than her. What did On do? Actually, honestly, I think On might be, harder than Ume. Because, like, in terms of stage 2 bosses, like, Cherno's definitely got more stuff to her. Ringo's got more stuff to her. Sen's got more stuff to her. Like, they all have stuff that can't be difficult to deal with. Urame doesn't really have that. She kind of just, you know, exists. She's kind of just there. So who is, Stage 3? Stage 3 was... Kurika. Oh, Kunuka. I do remember struggling a little bit with some of her stuff. Because I do remember, yeah, this one is basically you get a lane, and you gotta watch out for the other lane. And the lanes do overlap, so you might get trapped. That one's not super difficult. That's just a non-spell. What did her spell do? Was her spell just random BS? I think her spell's just random BS go. I just shoot stuff everywhere. Honestly, I think it might be the non-spells that were giving me issues here and there. Her non-spell seems to be pretty similar. Ah, yeah, it's this one. This one got me a few times. She would shoot these lasers off at the side, and they would explode into, I think they explode at the green bits, right? Do they explode at the green bits, or do they explode at the rings? They might explode at the rings. But, like, it's one of those spell cards where it, like, crisscrosses, and, like, I'm not very good at those either. Mega Man Omega's not very good at them. I'm not very good at them. The crisscrosses get a little bit hard to see. But yeah, I do remember this one being a little bit of a pain in the butt. Still not as bad as some of the other Stage 3 spell cards, though. And this one just has, you know, more bullets. And you just go in the lane even better, even more. And this one, oh yeah, this one you have to, like, scream a little bit at a time, while also, dodging all of these, stray bullets. As you can see, on the higher difficulties, it gets kind of nuts. It gets, absolutely nuts. It's still not super bad. I still think the second spell card is, worse than that. Unless I have videos to show this. Hey, if you have a video to show the spell cards, do let me know. That would help a lot. So, Kunika. Where are you? So, Kunika, she's Stage 3. Who here is Stage 3? Kagero Stage 3, she's very low. VTuberEN is Stage 3, she's very low. Honestly, in regards to Kunika, is she harder than Kagero? Honestly, I don't think so, because Kagero has some nonsense to put up with. Some absolute nonsense stuff. And honestly, I think VTuberEN is harder than Kunika. Just because some of those freaking fist hats are just... they're hard to dodge sometimes. Especially if you're not used to dodging them. Was Narumi Stage 3? Let me think. It was... Larva on... yeah, I guess she was Stage 3. Yeah, she is Stage 3. But she's honestly not that hard either. Is she harder than Kunika? Would Chen be harder? Honestly, I'm thinking about Chen might be harder than her. Is Narumi harder than Chen? There's some things Narumi has, but I think in terms of Stage 3, Kunika's not really that hard. Honestly, I do think Chen has some harder stuff than Kunika. And Chen's Stage 2. Alright, so we got Stage 4, which is Yaxi. Oh god, Yaxi. Honestly, the bosses in Wily Beast are not really that hard. If I recall. They're not really hard at all. This one's kind of like, this is a staple. It's not that hard of a non-spell. you basically have to deal with it like multiple times. It's not that hard. This spell card. So, here's the thing about this spell card. I don't think this is a hard spell card in the grand scheme of things, but when you deal with it for the first time, this is probably going to catch you off guard a lot. Because you're not going to know where to go to dodge the lasers. And you're probably going to be focused on those lasers. You're not going to notice the Mentos being aimed at you. I do believe I died on this a few times before I understood it. And even when I understood it, I still died. Like this spell card, man. The spell card is a little tricky. Is it harder than other stage 4 spell cards? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, you know, the Prison Ripper Sisters have way worse stuff than this spell card. Paxley's got some worse stuff than this. I mean, Reimu and Marissa in Imperishable Knights definitely got worse things than this, so it's still not bad compared to some of the other stage 4s. And then this one is pretty much just the same thing. You just dodge through the lanes and you just follow the lanes. Oh, is this the one, what was this spell card? I don't remember what the spell card is. Hey, are you around? Hello. We are just talking about the difficulty levels of the Touhou bosses today. And I cannot, for the life of me, remember what this spell card was. I don't think this is, I don't think this is the one that, loops around. Okay, give me a second. Give me just a second, I'm going to black this out real quick. Let me see if I can find, Yachi's spell cards. I'm trying to find something real quick for, I'm trying to see if I can find something for, you might hear, stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna mute the music over here, and we're gonna watch this so we can see. This is probably on the higher difficulty, so give me just a second. Boop. All right, so this is just some of the stuff here that we can take a look at. So let's take a look at Yachi. So there's that spell card. Oh, those balls follow you. I see. Okay, this one might be a little bit trickier than I thought it was. I don't remember the balls following you. I see. And you gotta keep moving around. Yeah, I remember this, yeah. This one can be tricky. Yeah. It's not that hard, though. Interesting way of learning this. Yeah, she loves to throw stuff that just follows you. And this is lunatic, by the way, so this is a lot harder. This is... Okay, that's hilarious, actually. I got this one. Oh god, this one. This one is, shrinking rings like an expanding rings. This is all lunatic, but like, as you can see, like, there's a trick to it. You just gotta be real close to the rings and all that. This one's an evil spell card. It's really, really evil. I don't know why it's going to that one. Oh, that's the stage 5 one, okay. So yeah, that's a very evil spell card. So in terms of stage 4, how bad is Yaxi compared to other stage 4s? Let me find her first. Where is she? There you are. Get up here so I can put you up here. No! I want my music. So, let's go. So, I said that she doesn't have as bad stuff as Paxi. I am wrong. I am very wrong. She has some stuff that is probably worse than Paxi. Does she have stuff that's worse than... I don't know. I have a bias towards the Prism Ripper sisters. Because I always have a problem with the Prism Ripper sisters. In regards to, like, Reimu Marissa, I never really fought, Reimu, so I don't know how bad Reimu is. No, I think I might have fought Reimu before. I don't remember. Satori is also pretty bad, but I feel like Satori is just knowing how, all the spell cards use work. And then you get, Marasa, who has some nasty stuff. I don't even know where Marasa is. Where's all the stage 4? Where'd you go, Yaxi? Doremi was stage 3. Yugi was stage 3. Yaxi's got stuff that's harder than, these guys. By far, yeah. Do you have something that's harder than... Honestly, Raisin's not that bad. Raisin is... Sonai has a couple things that's pretty nasty, but, like... She's not super bad. I like how Marasa's way up here. Is Yaxi worse than So? I don't think so. I think So's still bad. So I think she might be right here. Because she's definitely got stuff harder than Sonai and Raisin. She's got stuff harder than these two. Kinda. These two kinda suck to fight, though. I don't know if Touhou should be up here. I feel like Touhou's not super hard compared to these two. Yaxi's harder than Touhou, in my opinion. But I feel like So and Marasa might have worse things to deal with than, Yaxi. That's not to say that Yaxi's easy, though. She's got some pretty nasty stuff. Okay, so... I am gonna go over here, and I'm gonna go to, characters. We're gonna do it this way, and we're gonna use, K-Dog's, YouTube for looking at the characters. Alright, so next we got Mayumi. That means no more music. No more music right now. Alright, so we're looking for Mayumi. Give me a second. That way I can find, okay, so we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go Mayumi. Do you have Mayumi? Yes. You have Mayumi and Keiko. Keiko? Who's Keiko? Never heard of Keiko. Alright, so... let's take a look at Mayumi, who is, stage... Give me just a second, if you will. She is stage, the 98s are... You know what? Let me look. Are the 98s on here? I see Mima. Mima is here, so yes, the 98s are on here. So let's take a look at Mayumi and see what, she's stage 5. Let's see if we can guess, how hard she is compared to her stage 5. I remember having trouble with some of her stuff. This one's not super difficult, honestly. This one's just streaming. It does get a little bit, difficult with the arrows, but it's still not bad. That's an easy one. This one, though, oh wow. You can actually just do that. That one was hard for me, I remember that. This one absolutely sucked, dude. This spell card sucked. Because it's so easy to get trapped like a stupid hand wash. Like, honestly, she's kind of rough because those hand washes just get in the way. And they get closer and closer. This one's on Lunatic. But yeah, like, the hand wash just constantly get in the way. And it gets... Reimu does suck. Reimu is kind of bad. Marissa's got all the power. Okay, so you basically just want to stay near the center. That one's not that bad. That one's actually easy. I just sucked at it. And this is the last spell card. Yeah. 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 Reimu can't do this. Yeah, Reimu cannot do that. Wait, now what's the last spell card? This is the one I died on a lot. This one gets so chaotic. And, you know, the stupid hand wash give away. Oh, are you... I guess he's showing it on different difficulties. Because this is the lunatic person. Look at how chaotic it gets. It gets so chaotic on Lunatic. I mean, it is Lunatic. Alright, we will be back to Keiki here in a second. So, Mayumi. Mayumi, I feel like Mayumi's pretty rough for a stage 5 boss. Like, she is pretty rough. Yeah, I always forget about her. That's why I have this right here, so I know who's around. Otherwise, I forget who's around. So I'm gonna drag you up here so it's easier to see. Give me just a second, if you will. 1 second. Alright, boop, and boop, and boop. And give me just a second. Who's messaging me? Oh, it's Ganimi. Ganimi's got a message. What is it? Oh, it's just gonna be doing Vampire the Masquerade. Okay. Alright. Yeah, they kinda are, except, you know, I feel like Mayumi, let's make you up here. I had trouble with Mayumi. She actually did give me quite a bit of trouble. Now, did she give me more trouble than Sanai? Yes, because I feel like Sanai is kind of not really that bad outside of a couple spell cards. The dancers, they have a couple pretty nasty things. Would I say that Mayumi's harder than Yahtzee? Yes. Would I say that Mayumi's harder than, Mei Ling? Honestly, yes. You're crazy? Who's crazy? Who's crazy? The dancers? Is Mayumi harder than Miko? Honestly, Miko's not that bad. Miko's honestly pretty tame compared to some of the final bosses. Is she harder than Yomu? I don't know, dude. Yomu was pretty nasty. Yomu is pretty nasty as a stage 5 boss. She is harder, Mayumi is harder than Satori, but is she harder than Yomu? Miko has some weirdly crazy lore. I can believe it. Is Mayumi harder than Remilia? No. I don't think so. Remy's got some pretty nasty things. In all honesty, I think Remy has more nasty things than Mayumi. Are the fairies harder than Mayumi? That one is that's a tough one because, like, by the nature of Great Fairy Wars, it depends on the route, but, like, at the same time, I mean, the game itself is just hard in general, I feel. So I don't know if it's fair to put them, like, they're kind of grouped together, really. So the question then becomes, is Mayumi harder than Remilia, Byakuren, Shin Miyumaru? Honestly, I don't know. I still feel like Yomu's harder than her. And she's definitely harder than Satori. Wait, what? Remembering Miko is Byakuren's husband? That was gender swap when he came against Tokyo, gender change and mind wipe to hate her? Is that actually true? That is some wild lore if that's true. What? I didn't even know Byakuren was married. Byakuren was married? So yeah, Mayumi, I may have to readjust this list a little bit because some of these might go up or down. Alright, so with that we are going to look at Keiki. So, yeah, this non-spell's not really that hard. It's really not that hard to or spell, rather. That's not a hard spell. This one could get a little, This is, I remember this being rough. Yeah. This one was just like random saves. And then she like sucks it back in. Oh yeah, I remember this one being pretty nasty too. Keiki does have some pretty rough spells. Those last two were pretty rough. It kind of reminds me of Yukari's spell. And this is all lunatic, mind you. Oh yeah, this one. I mean, I'll be honest, this one's not really that bad. This one's not that bad. Have I died to it? Probably. But it's not that bad. That's the lunatic person. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. This one. Oh god, I hate this one. I do recall this one being a pain in the butt, which is so easy to just get trapped. Like, this is just so easy to get trapped on. And here's the lunatic version of that. Bro, just like, and I'm pretty sure that those soldiers have a hitbox too. I'm pretty sure. So not only do you have to worry about the bullets, you gotta worry about the soldiers too. This one's not that hard, really. You can't get one. Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind, I'll shut up now. This one could be pretty nasty, never mind. It kinda reminds me of Mountain of Faith. It does kinda remind me of Mountain of Faith. And this is the last spell card, right? Yeah. The last spell card, I think it wants you to spam the spirits, which I did do, because as you can see, it starts getting nasty. This is all lunatic, by the way. So that is a lunatic. So I do remember Katie does have some nasty stuff. I believe I did her completely wrong. I think I did Katie completely wrong when I did her. You are Katie. So personally, she might go higher than she actually is, but in terms of final bosses, you will not deny you may just be full of hockey. I mean, it's Touhou. Touhou, I mean, you know, despite what we just saw, I still feel like, I don't know. Like, Kaguya has worse things, I feel. Like, does VTuberEN have worse things than her? Honestly, I don't think VTuberEN really has that. Well, she does have some rough stuff, but, I don't know. This is a tough one. For me personally. This is a universe where German hates the Edo period. And Game Boys for no reason. That is true, yes. That is very true. Oh, this is a hard one to place. This is super hard to place. Because, like, Utsuho, I feel like, has probably worse stuff to deal with. Eren definitely has worse stuff. Does Kaguya have more difficult things? I I think she's harder than Shin Miyamoru. She is going to be harder than her. I didn't really have that much trouble with Simi. Simi wasn't really that difficult. Byakuren I struggled a little bit with. I do remember it took a few tries in 1cc UFO. Mostly because of, like, So, like, suck up my lives for some reason. Byakuren also was rough. Keiki, did I beat, I think I beat the game on the first or second try for, Keiki. This is all biased. What this list is, this is a personal difficulty list for me. This is all personal difficulty, because, some of these others are gonna have easier or harder times with. Like, I'm sure people didn't have as much difficulty with, Paxi than I did, Like, I put Okina harder than Paxi, but I put, Paxi above, So. It's really hard to, judge exactly where to put everyone. I just remember Paxi being hard, because, no hitbox. No hitbox makes it a lot harder for, Casino. I think, Keiki's in a good spot, because Byakuren gave me a run for my money. Simi didn't really as much, but I feel like, with Simi, it was just me running into stuff like a dummy, because that's what I do. Okay, so who's after that? After that is... Oh, okay, I know who's next. Next is the Yeehaw spell cards. Yeehaw! Alright, give me just a second to get the setup. The Yeehaw spell cards. How far does this go? Okay, so Saki. Saki, the extra stage boss. Yeehaw Aya. Oh yeah, this one wasn't really that hard. You just had to find, you just had to find the, right spot to go in. That's not so hard. This one is gonna be trouble for some people. This one's also not really that hard. The main difficulty here is just seeing where the hell the lasers are coming from. But overall, it's not that hard. Look, after you deal with freaking Hikasi and lasers had to be less of a problem. This one reminded me of Uchiho's spell card. It also reminded me of Koichi. This one is... Honestly, this one's not super hard either. Oh yeah, this one I made a little bit more difficult because I went like a sides. You kind of want to go in a circle, yeah. This one's also not really that hard. The funny thing is, like, Saki, like all of these bosses, they're not that hard when you understand them. This spell card, though, this freaking spell card. This freaking spell card. I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to deal with this. You wanna bait her. The problem is baiting her is really hard to do. It is pretty RNG. It's a very nasty spell card. This one's also hard for me personally, because those red stars come by so fast. The funny thing is, this is very much like one of the spell cards Marissa has in Great Fairy War. Also, that's the spell card. This one shouldn't be as hard as it is, but, Bugs the spell card. Bugs the spell card. This one's, it's easy, but it's also hard. Because you're just basically trying to follow her while, you know, making out the red star. I failed at it. Is this, oh yeah, this one is a little bit of a tricky one. You can seize this by, activating your, beast spirit before the spell card, I think. And then it'll make her vulnerable to damage. Or no, I think you bomb and it makes her vulnerable to damage. But this one is, you want to kill some of the waves and then go through it. And then go through what's left. It's a tricky little spell card. This one's actually very tricky. It's a tricky, high mount spell. Ah, yes, this one. You're standard, okay, I'm just gonna shoot, random BS. So this one, it's not hard in the first 2 phases. It does get a lot harder as time goes on. It's still, it kind of reminds me of Yukari's, final spell. It does get really hard here, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty hard game to read at the end. So before the triangle attack, you know, I just thought about it. She does a triangle attack. She's a Pegasus. Is that a Fire Emblem reference? Is that just a Fire Emblem reference, that spell card? Where is she? But compared to, past extra bosses, I feel like she's not really as bad as the, other extra bosses. Like, let's look. So, Nue is one guy who has one of the easiest, extra bosses. Because, honestly, she's not that bad. She's probably the easiest extra boss. Is Saki easier than Nue? That is a tricky one, because Nue does have a couple spell cards that are kinda evil. A couple of the UFO spell cards just suck to deal with, dude. They absolutely suck. Saki, you remember Nue being rather rough? I don't know, like, compared to, like, Sawako, I feel like Sawako has, a couple, things worse than Nue. And Raikou is definitely worse than Sawako. But for me, personally, I didn't really have that much trouble with Nue outside of the two UFO spells. And, you know, the final spell card. A lot of the stuff that I died on was just due to me just fudging up. It wasn't so much the spell card being hard, it was more so me just messing up. So honestly, wow, my throat. Honestly, I think Saki goes between Sawako and Nue. Because Sawako has the, what does Sawako have that's really hard? Does Sawako have anything that's harder than, Saki? You know what? I think Saki's actually harder than Sawako. Like, Sawako does have a couple nasty things, but, like, Saki has a couple more nastier things. But I think Raiko is still harder than, Saki. Because Raiko's got some pretty dumb... I don't understand Raiko. I do not understand Raiko at all. And there's no way that Saki's harder than Ron for me. Personally, Ron and Flan... Ron and Flan. They're definitely way harder for me. And Mamiso's harder for the wrong reasons. Because of, hitboxes. That's why she's harder. But I feel like everyone above, Saki is definitely harder than her. I feel like Seiza is still harder than Saki. But that's because, you know, Seiza has stupid freaking dragon, you know, gimmick. Alright, we're gonna ignore, Sunken Fossil World for now. Mike! Sick of right. Really, hate, really? You had to go there, didn't you? So, Mike! Mike. I don't remember you, Mike. Who are you? You're that cat. Mike is... I mean... I don't remember you. If I don't remember you, then you're probably, like, super easy. Sorry, Mike. You are super easy. Wait, you're not Mike, are you? Are you Mike? No, you're Eniko. Where's Mike? You're Mike. Is it Mike or is it Mike? That was Enoko that I was putting up there. We'll get to that in a little bit. So, Mike is not that hard. Hakane. Ooh, Hakane. I remember Hakane. Are you Hakane? Yes, you are. Hakane! Oh boy, Hakane. So, in terms of the stage 2 bosses, Hakane does kick things up quite a bit, if I recall. Hakane. Mike, I see. Does he not do videos anymore? Hold on, I want to see something. Oh. So he doesn't actually do videos anymore. Well, that's the same. So that means I'm not gonna get anything here. Okay. Alright, so, that's not good. What is that? Unconnected market here. Unconnected market here. Spell cards. Everyone's just gonna sew it on, Lunatic. So the thing about unconnected market here is, if I recall, it's random what you get with the cards. Yeah, this is where the cards actually start, coming into play. Okay, so, I'm not gonna get to see, these are the normal difficulty I see. Alright, so, I guess we are just gonna go with, I guess what we're gonna do is, we're just gonna go through it on, Lunatic mode. So we're gonna get to see, Mike on Lunatic. Here's Ace. Yeah, like, this is just random BS, you know. On normal, this is like absolutely nothing. This one's also pretty much a non-issue on normal. Like, as you can see, even on Lunatic, this one, it looks a little overwhelming, but it's not really that bad. It's not really that bad. And I think that's it for Mike. So, Hakane. Hakane likes to do... Okay, so I remember this giving me a hell of a time. Because I would just... I couldn't read the direction that these go. They go in such a weird angle that, like, I couldn't deal with it at first. It was such a weird thing to deal with. Is this the Tornado one? Oh, it's this weird one. Yeah. So it basically just splits and you gotta find a pathway through. This one could be a little bit annoying because you might just put yourself in a spot where you're stuck. You're outright stuck. You're stuck, Lewis! You're just stuck! And this would be the Tornado. Yeah, the Tornado one is definitely interesting. You have to be able to read where the Tornado's going and where the leaves are going to be, you know, spiraling. It's a little tricky. Not gonna lie, it's a little tricky. Compared to some of the other stage 2s, it's a lot trickier than, we'll be back to you in a second. It's a lot trickier than a lot of other stage 2s. Like, that's definitely worse than, Cherno, I feel. Cherno is a lot easier to read. I mean, with Cherno, it's just random BS go. That's usually how she goes. Miskia is kinda a non-issue. Kyoko's very easy. Ringo... Is Ringo really that hard? Not really. Would I say that she's harder than 10? Is she harder than 10? Where's Hakane? Where did I put Hakane? Are you harder than 10? Huh. I don't know. 10 has a couple things that are kinda rough, but like, she also just eats damage. You think 10's the hardest stage too? I don't know, I put like Second Monkey above 10, because Second Monkey does have a couple things harder than 10. And like, I have Hina higher than 10. And I got Parsi higher than 10. It looks like Parsi's the highest, stage 2 boss on my list. Hakane's not harder than Parsi for me. Hakane's not harder than Kagasa for me. Was Kagasa stage? Yes. Hina's just got some things where you get trapped very easily. But I feel like in terms of difficulty, I think Hakane has a couple things that are just more devilish. Like a little, the weird vertical, bullet line, like her first, spell card. That one is kinda hard for me to read. The leaves can be hard for other people to read. I can read the leaves. That one's not hard, but, I can see how that one would be difficult for other people. And the second spell card, where it, like, gathers together and then falls apart, that one I feel is kinda rough. So I feel like Hakane's harder than Hina, but I feel like Hakane's easier than, Kagasa, because Kagasa has some pretty nasty stuff. I'm gonna be real. And then after Hakane is Sanyo. Sanyo? Sanyo. Oh! You. Freaking you. remember you. I remember you. This one sucked. Okay, this spell card's not that bad. It's the one that has the pipe. It's just basically puffing smoke at you. That one's not bad. That spell card's not that bad. You know what? Give me just a second. Hold on. Let me make this easier. I'm gonna make this easier for you guys who see. Let me make this easier for you guys to see. Okay, hold on. This is incorrect. This is not, this is, not correct at all. Let me fix that real quick. Left. Okay, there we go. That fixes that. And right. I don't know why it was that way, but we're gonna fix it. Alright, there we go. All fixed. This one isn't really that bad. It's just very easy to just get trapped in. I think it was the non-spell cards that gave me the most ire with her. I think it was the non-spell cards that made it really hard with her. Unless they soak the non-spells, but they do not have the non-spells. Ah, yes, this one. This is probably the worst one. This is definitely the worst one. It doesn't seem that hard, and in reality, it's not. The problem is, it's very easy to trap yourself if you move too badly, which I do. I trap myself very easily with her. And it's funny because, like, you saw, the spell cards aren't really that bad. The spell cards aren't really that bad at all. What makes her bad, I think, is the non-spell cards. So yeah, aside from the final spell cards, the other spell cards, not really that bad. For me, it's the freaking non-spells, dude. They just suck. She's stage 3 boss. Who is the bottom stage 3 boss? Kane. Apparently Kane's down here. She is pretty easy. Sega was also pretty easy. Nithori? Is she harder than Nithori? I don't think she's actually harder than Nithori in terms of the spell cards. I think Nithori has harder spell cards. But in terms of non-spell cards, she does have harder non-spells. And then above her is Yosuka. I don't think she's worse than Yosuka. Like, Yosuka, like, she just clumps things up all the time. I mean, Sanyo can, but, like, not as bad as Yosuka. And I think Alice is still worse than Yosuka. In my honest opinion. I don't know. Alice may not be as bad as I think she is. Doremi, on the other hand, I mean, Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom, you know, is Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. And I don't think she's as hard as Yugi. Yugi's nasty, dude. Yugi's just really rough. I think I'm going to put her above Nithori. Yeah. above Nitori, but below, not Seika, Yosaka. And then after that, it is Misumaru. I vaguely recall you, Misumaru. Where are you? How do I find you? There's Mima. There you are, you're right here. I vaguely recall her because she wasn't really hard. I recall her not being hard at all compared to some other bosses. So we're gonna jump over here. Alright, Misumaru. Yeah, she's the one with the colorful yin-yang orbs. It's really just, you know, just place yourself good and just react. This spell card's not really that hard. If you've got Reimu enough of a pass, this one's probably not really that bad. And you've dealt with this way worse in other games. And that was just lunatic. It's a lot easier, obviously, on normal. What was this one? Oh yeah, this one you just gotta dodge. Yeah, this one's also not hard. Like, that's the funny thing, like, I feel like the stage 3 boss was harder with a non-spell compared to, like, the stage 4 boss with her spells. I don't even remember her non-spells. This one's just random BS go. Yeah, this is just, it's basically the first spell card, just more balls. Also not very difficult. Yeah, why is the stage 4 boss so much easier than the stage 3 boss to me? Yeah, I don't remember really dying on the stage 4 boss that much. If I did, it was probably because I ran into a bullet like a dummy. Because I do love running into bullets. We'll be back to you in a little bit. So yeah, like, compared to some of the other stage 4 bosses, like, say, Aya. I mean, Aya's not really that hard to either. Any other stage 4 bosses down here? I like how Aya's at the very bottom of the stage 4 boss list. Wow, Aya, you're really far down the list. I mean, there's Patsy. Is she harder than Patsy? No. Patsy, I think, is harder than her. In all honesty. Is she harder than Mei Ling? No. Mei Ling is kinda nasty. Marasa? No, no. Yaxi? She's easier than Yaxi. Is she easier than So? Yes. Easier than Sanai? I mean, she's easier than the dancers. The dancers do kinda suck. Honestly, I feel like she's really far down the list. I feel like she's really far down the list. Like, she's, like, right here. And I almost want to put her even further down. Just because, like, she's really not that hard. Like, she's honestly probably down at the C here. Because I feel like some of these guys are harder than her. You know what? I feel like she's actually, like, down here. Personally. Now, again, I probably did die to her a few times, but, like, I don't recall her being that hard. It might be the non-spells that got me, but, like, her herself, easy peasy. Her spell cards are easy compared to, like, Like, VTuberEN has harder spells than her by far. I think. Alright, so after that is Megumu. I mean, there's Tsukasa, but like... We'll get to Tsukasa later. Oh boy, Tsukasa. You know what I just realized? I can do this. So you didn't see the full list. My bad! I apologize! I'm sorry! Megumu. If I recall, Megumu wasn't really super difficult. Like, this one's just... Okay, this one can be a little bit rough. It can be a little bit rough, but you basically just, you know, gotta squeeze through at the right time. Still not as bad as Sakuya or Yomu. Those who are still worse by far. Ah yes, random lasers. Random lasers. It looks like it's super hard, but like, if you position yourself away from like a laser line, like, it's not really hard. And again, after you deal with Hikashi's laser shenanigans, like, these lasers aren't really anything special. Like, even on normal, that's not that bad. That's actually pretty easy. Ah yeah, this one. It shoots the stars out and then it makes the balls follow you. I see the strategy. I also think, I don't remember if this was one of the ones that gave me trouble. I don't think it did. But I can see how this one could be, problematic for a lot of people if they're not good at, react dodging. That one didn't seem that bad, though. Okay, we got lasers. Oh, this one could actually be problematic, yeah. I feel like, though, on normal, this one is still not that bad, though. Simply because, you know, less bullets, less lasers. So making Megumu isn't really that bad. Was it the non-spells that gave me issues? It might have been the non-spells. It might have been the non-spells that gave me issue with Megumu. Let's go ahead and put you up here. Because I'm going to be honest, some of the other Stage 5 bosses I feel like I have more difficulty with. Like, I know, I think that game hooked me... No, it took me a few tries because of Sanyo. Sanyo just destroyed me, like, so much. But I don't think it took me that many times to beat, Megumu. I think it only took, like... Actually, I don't think I ever game over on her. If I did, then it was because I was being a gum-gum. Let's see, so, she's not harder than Yomu. Yomu is still harder than her. Is she harder? Where's all the Stage 5 bosses? All the Stage 5 bosses are like... Where are they? Where's Sakuya? Oh, Sakuya's up here. Okay, so Sakuya, Yomu... Raisin... Raisin was, like, way down there, wasn't she? Like, Raisin was honestly, like, one of the easiest, Stage 5. Yeah, there's Raisin. Raisin, Sanai, the dancers... I feel like she might be above Raisin. She's not as bad as the dancers, though. Is she harder than Sanai? That is the question. I'm gonna say no. I feel like Sonai has a couple things that give me trouble still. I feel like with Megumu, it wasn't that hard, if I recall. Anyways, I could be misremembering. I should be looking at my own videos to see just how hard they are. And who knows, maybe I will. Maybe I will. After I finish all of the ho-hos, maybe we will do a watch-along of all the ho-hos. From the very first one I did, all the way to the final one. That might be something to do. What do you guys think? And then last one was, Tsimatha. So, where's Tsimatha? Tsimatha's right there. If I recall, Tsimatha wasn't, like, super hard. Yeah, this one wasn't hard. I think I accidentally, I gimped myself on this one. What do you mean switch games? What do you mean who's scared to switch games? Yeah, this one's not that hard. It's just go back and forth, but like, if I recall, I fudged up and I, like, marked myself. It's gonna be combo trials. That's what's gonna be happening. Yeah, I remember marking myself off that spell card. Oh yeah, this is like a boomerang one. Yeah, this one wasn't super hard, honestly. You just gotta, you know... Oh no, wait. No, I remember this one being pretty nasty. Never mind. This one was a pretty nasty one. For me. Actually, I think I just, like, moved up and down on this, if I recall. I could have sworn there was, like, a boomerang on the spell card. Ah, yes, this one. This one's not that bad. This one, you basically just squeeze through, go mill left, mill right, mill left, mill right. This one was a pretty easy spell card. I remember this one. So yeah, Tsimatha doesn't really seem to have very scary spell cards. Even on Lunatic, it doesn't seem that bad. This spell card could go eat it. This spell card could go eat it, because it's very easy to just get lost, and it changes directions like that. So you gotta be able to change directions real quickly, and you gotta be able to note that it's changing direction. Which is very hard to do right on the spot, you know. I remember dying to this spell card because I was like, oh my god, I can't see when it's changing direction. Ultimately, though, it shouldn't be that difficult. If you're able to react. Me, I have no reaction. That one was hard for me. Is this random BS Go? Oh yeah, I remember this one. This one wasn't really super hard. It's your standard, you know, dodge attack. It's just pure dodging. That one's not really that hard. You know, I don't remember this spell card. Oh. Oh! Oh! I remember this spell card now. Yeah, I remember this. Ooh. This one is a nasty spell card. This one is a nasty spell card. Especially when you get to this phase, because you're starting to trap yourself. I remember that one being a pain in the butt. Yeah, I remember that one. But overall, it doesn't seem like Samara has, like, super hard spell cards. Where'd Samara go? Samara, where are you? Like, in terms of final boss, where's all the final bosses? Is Remy really at the bottom of the final boss list? No, Miko's at the bottom of the final boss list. No, Okina's at the bottom of the final boss list. Is she harder than Okina? I think so, honestly. Because final boss Okina wasn't really that hard. Like, Miko wasn't really that hard either, honestly. I do feel like Kaneko might be harder than Samantha. Like, Remy is definitely harder. But is Kaneko harder than Samantha? I think so, because there's a couple spell cards of Kaneko that are absolutely evil to me. And I feel like Miko wasn't really that hard compared to Kaneko. And in all honesty, I feel like Samantha is probably harder than Miko. So I think we're gonna stop there for today. We got through 2 of the games. We got through Wily Beast and we got through Unconnected Marketeers. So next time we will be doing I'm gonna stream. And then we will be going back to the PC98 era. And hopefully I'll finish up Phantasmagoria Dim Dream as well as Ho-Ho 1. So that we could do Ho-Ho 20. There's no Ho-Ho 20 characters on here, though. As you can see, it only goes up to Ho-Ho 1 to 19. So we're not going to see Ho-Ho 20 on this list. So that is all for today. Let me go ahead and jump on over here. I am going to do this. I'm going to save this real quick. Let me go ahead and save this. Ho-Ho difficulty list. Right. Let me save this. I wish to take care of that real quick. I don't need any of these. Do I need to... I may need to get rid of this list. Yes, I need to delete this one. Delete that. And then I will save this one. So save. Give me just a second, if you will. There we go. We're going to save this now. There we go. Alright, that's all saved. Alright, so, let me go ahead and pop up the schedule. So, tomorrow is going to be Phantasmagoria Dim Dream. We're going to finish this game on easy mode. That way we can get out of the way and done. Again, after that, we're going to be going back to Final Fantasy IX, Xenoblade Chronicles. Again, Wednesday, me and Hate's going to be doing Birdsworth Fighter something or another. I forget which Birdsworth Fighter. Again, Thursday's going to be Hollow Knight. Friday, more Xenoblade. Saturday, we are probably going to go to either Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the Void Gets. Again, next Sunday, we will see what happens. Hopefully, we'll be beginning Touhou 1. And finishing Touhou 1. So, let me see who is streaming. In 10 minutes, Nimmy's going to be streaming Vampire the Masquerade. Bloodlines. It looks like Henya's doing, Henya is doing, Expedition 33. I don't know if Henya is still streaming or not. Let's see, Goki is doing Marvel Rivals right now. It looks like Liz is doing, Hololive official card game, opening pack. It looks like Cecilia and B2 are going to be doing Peak at 7 p.m. Pio is doing a Final 3D Gonathon at 11 p.m. Give me just a second. Let me look. Anything is happening? May is doing a note-hawking, Satsu. So she's doing a hyping ASMR Satsu. I guess her voice is Sat. Poor May. Coyote's gonna be doing Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD, remake at 9 p.m. And I believe that is all I have right now. Alright, so with that, we are done for today. We will be back at this for the Touhou 19 and PC 98 era. And hopefully I'll be able to get Touhou 1 done. Which means we'll be able to finish this list up. And hopefully we'll be able to do Touhou 20 and wrap that up. So until next time, everyone, whatever that may be, you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, night. I totally didn't steal that from anyone else. What are you talking about? And I will catch you all on the flip side of the coin. Also, for those who are wondering, I did release a new video. There is a new video. Hello, we are going to be ending the stream here, but do check out the blog if you are interested in where I place characters in terms of difficulty for Touhou games. But yes, I released a video for Final Fantasy V for season bosses. So if you're having difficulty with Final Fantasy V, or if you want to see if there's something that you don't know about Final Fantasy V, be sure to check out that video. I might do more videos like that for Final Fantasy 6 and 7. I do plan to do it for Final Fantasy 7 at least. Anyways, I will catch you all next time, whatever that may be. You all have a great rest of your day and or night. And I'll catch you whenever I catch you. Will I stream tonight? I don't know. We will see. Until next time, everyone.